This is Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're here with the Eagles quarterback Colby Childs after the big 31-29 win over Warren County. Big comeback, Colby. Just talk a little bit about the game.
In the first half we had some costly mistakes that cost some points on the board, and then we came up in halftime, fixed it, and we pounded it down the throat. So can't do any better than that.
Definitely mixed it up well tonight with passing and running. Took y'all a while to start passing, but once you did, you seemed like you worked it in pretty good.
Yeah, we were running the ball a lot, which caused their safeties come up, and then we just do a little play action. I think it was Peyton and Kyle open. They made great catches on the balls, and we got some yards. So.
And then I remember we were talking on Twitter after the Waynesboro game. You said we was going to start a winning streak. It looks like we're on the way.
Yes, sir. Can't be more proud of our team.
Now you got probably your toughest game of the season coming up next week is Central. What's your thoughts on that one?
We're going to have a great week of practice. We're going to have to fix all the mistakes that we had tonight, get so much better throughout the week, and if we play our game, we could win.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles quarterback Colby Childs. He had a good night passing tonight and running the offense in the Eagles' big 31-29 win over Warren County. It's Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. Thanks a lot. We're here with Peyton Rutherford after another big night rushing and also receiving. Peyton, can you just talk a little bit about this big win?
Yes, sir. We came out the first two quarters. We had a lot of mistakes, the team, and we came in, halftime. Coach Parker talked to us, and, we got our heads together, and we came out the third and fourth quarter and just played our game.
And I know he challenged you guys to come out and do something, and you took him up on it, and I'm sure he's very proud of you guys.
Oh, yes, sir, for sure. Coach Parker was beyond happy with us after the game when he talked to us in the huddle. It was just great feeling, just a great win.
And like I asked Colby, you got a tough one coming up against Central. What do you got to do to get by those guys?
We're just going to have a great week of practice, keep our heads up, and go into the game and play our best.
All right, well, you heard that from Peyton Rutherford. Another big night, touchdowns on the ground and through the air in the big win. It's Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We're here with Danny Lyman. Danny, you were all over the field tonight returning kicks. You actually got the last two onside kicks. And can you just talk a little bit about this big win?
Oh, yeah, it was a huge win. It's great to come out here, even though we didn't get to play on the felt, but great field to play on. The turf was nice. I think we all executed and had a great game.
And, I mean, like they said at halftime, everything that could have went wrong, but you guys hung in there. What kept you going?
Mostly that, I don't know, I just didn't want to lose to this team, We've had a hot streak, winning the last two games, Might as well keep it going into the Central game.
And how you feel about Central? That's definitely probably the toughest test you'll have so far.
I think it'll be a tough game, but we'll have a good week of practice, watch some film on them, and get ready, and I think it'll be a good one.
All right, well, you heard that from Danny Lyman. He was all over the place on defense, had some good runs and kickoff returns. This is Moe Murphy reporting from Wolverine Stadium for ClarkeCountySports.com. Thanks a lot, Danny. We're here with the Eagles head coach Chris Parker after the big 31-29 win over Warren County. Great game, Coach. Can you just talk a little bit about it?
Thank you. I'm really proud of the kids. I tell you, I call that a program victory. Good programs, not to toot my horn or the coach or whatever, but our kids responded. I mean, we didn't play very well, nothing against Warren County. I said from the get-go that I thought they were a pretty good team for a team that hadn't won a game yet. I mean, they were tough. They had some big kids, and they did a good job. But first half wasn't really good for whatever reason. I mean, we set up some scores for them. And then the second half, our kids responded. I thought the coaches did a good job, offensively, defensively, the sequence of plays, and how we stopped them on defense. I thought, we bent a little bit, but we didn't break, and we did what we had to do to win.
And I know I heard you issue a challenge to a couple guys at halftime, and I told them when I was talking to them you'd be happy with them.
I'd be very happy. They met the challenge, and some teams, if you get down like that, we were a little bit out of sync, and you can't use it as an excuse. I never do. The weather, they had to practice through the weather too, and this is not our field, even though it's a heck of a complex. You can't use that as an excuse. You got to be ready to play. And the first half, first quarter, we had that great drive, but after our first drive with the score, it just sort of it wasn't right. We just were out of sequence or something.
Right.
And second half, I was proud of them.
Well, big comeback and a big win like this is got to help going into this game against Central, which would definitely be a test.
It's going to be a test. They're really good. I know what they have. They have all the pieces of the puzzle. This year they're senior loaded. Running game, passing game, linemen with size, speed, kicking game. It's going to be a test. And our guys, just like tonight, we're not going to shy away. We'll give them everything we got and let the chips fall.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles head coach Chris Parker after his team comes back tonight in the second half and defeats Warren County 31-29. Held them out on a 2-point conversion at the end for the win. We'll be heading to Central next week for the game against the Falcons. This is Moe Murphy reporting from Wolverine Stadium in Purcellville, Virginia.
Thanks
a lot, Coach.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's the way great teams come back. Yeah! Right here!